Good morning, students. In today's lecture of mine, I'll be focusing upon your managing advertisement and the budget component. Like in my previous lecture, I have told you all the aspect of what exactly is the advertisement all about. And from the past few lectures of mine, I am explicating on the term of promotion, wherein I am going to tell you that the most important activity of marketing and one of the most important component of marketing is promotion itself. Because, like I have told you, that promotion, that if you consider that marketing mix term, you have those four basic elements. Particularly, there are seven, but the four basic elements of product, price, place, and promotion. Promotion being one of the most important ingredient, and in that, and unless and until the promotion is being made at large, you actually won't be in a condition to make these three elements of product, price, and place in accordance or in parallels. So, promotion is of utmost importance for any kind of marketing activity. So, to add to the promotion or to add to the aspect of promotion, if you just have a look at your promotion mix and all, you are going to imbibe those five basic components. And among those five basic components of sales promotion, advertisements, and all, you will have advertisement as one of the most major and the most commonly being used by the marketing technique people or by the experts to promote a particular product in the eyes of the public. So, like in my previous lecture, I have given that what was the concept of advertisement. I have given you the objectives. In today's lecture, I'll be focusing upon the budget aspect. That means that what amount of money exactly should you invest to get through or to sail through your advertisement into the right in the right manner to the right person and at the right time also. Let's begin the thing. So I'll first, or at first, I'm going to give you a quick, brief introduction of advertisement. I hope that you remember that what exactly is advertisement. Advertisement is all about an announcement. It's basically a public announcement that can be generally print, audio, video, that is going to promote a commodity, a service, an idea through the various means, including billboards, direct mail, print magazines, newspapers, radios, World Wide Web. It is a kind of a thing which is being made at large to the public, so that the public is in a position to actually get attracted towards the particular product and buy it for a longer period and become a kind of a, you can say, a brand loyal person, or a devotee towards a particular product. A brief introduction continues itself. Newspapers, magazine, advertisements popularize jingles, slogans, offer the latest fashion, and guarantee cures with the patient magazine medicines. Advertising media expanded the development of radio in the 1920s, television in 1940s, and so on. So, in the second half of the 20th century, the television revealed only by the periodicals the most popular medium of advertisement. See, earlier in your 1920s and in your 1940s, the concept of radio and the concept of television, it do not gain much momentum. But in the 20th century, with an advancement of new technologies and with the advancement of new web and the concept of your world wide web and all, it actually influenced the people at large, and the advertisement have created its various, you can say, its various perennials and all. So earlier, whatever was being popularized with the help of your radio and all will now be being popularized to the television mediums. So in totality, what we can get through is that advertisement is all about promoting a particular product, or promoting something which by which you can actually persuade or allure a consumer towards a particular product and buy it for a longer time, and you can actually retain your consumer by that particular thing. To begin or to begin with the concept of advertisement budget directly, I will be first explicating on the term budget. What exactly is budget? Budget is the price of advertisement to be incurred in such a manner that if a particular product is being made the total cost of production is in such a manner that it actually is of say 120 rupees per unit, or you can say 200 rupees per unit. The advertisement budget should be such in proportion that it should not incur a burden on the manufacturer or on the company. See, students, the thing is that say for example, if you are running a small scale business, or if you are running a small scale firm, you are in a habit of uh, incurring an expenditure, and to incur an expenditure, you have to set a price which is in accordance to the scenario of your competitor. So, for that, you have to look that the advertisement budget should not go much more than what you have expected it to be. So, to add to it, an advertisement budget of a business is typically a subset of a larger sales budget, you can say. Within that marketing budget, advertising is a part of sales marketing effort. I'm really sorry for these disturbances and all. Let's begin with the thing once more time, or one more time. The advertising budget of business is typically a subset of larger sales budget. See, your advertisement budget, if you just look at your sales budget is going to tell that, okay, this is the amount to be invested to actually sell the product. And to sell a product, what is selling? Like I have told you that what is marketing and what is selling. So marketing is a concept wherein you're going to actually introduce a product to the people, and sales is a or salesmanship or sales process is a kind of an activity by which you're going to induce a person to pay or to drive the money out from his pocket. So, this advertisement budget is a subset of your sales budget. Advertising is a part of sales and marketing effort. Students, advertising is a part of your sales and marketing effort, and money spent on advertisement can also be seen as an investment in building up a business. So, to be specific, I would like to add to it that it is a kind of an investment to be incurred by the people at large. In order to keep advertising budget in line with promotional and marketing goals, the business owner should start answering important questions. See, now the concept of advertisement budget is that you actually need to answer few of the questions, and these questions, and when you will answer these questions, you will get the right manner or the right thing by which you can actually make the budget possible, or you can make the budget in accordance to your need and requirement. The first is, who is your target consumer? Who is interested in purchasing the product, and what are the specific demographics, that is the age, employment, your sex, your gratitude, etc., your attitude, and etc. Often it is useful to compose a consumer profile, an abstract idea of target consumer, a face and a personality that can be used to shape the advertisement message. See, students, what actually happens is that the demographics, like you must have read in your market segmentation concept, that there is a concept of demographic and all. So, or a segmentation on the basis of demographics, wherein you have you must have read that the concept of age and the concept of employment, or the concept of sex, or the concept of attitude have actually segregated the consumer. So you now need to target that who actually is your consumer. So budget should be in accordance to the target consumer. Say for example, if you are selling a pressure cooker, so pressure cooker is going to be sold to the household person, or it is particularly you're going to target the you can say the females, and particularly the bachelors. So your aspects should be somewhat feminine, or the message should be somewhat feminine, or you can say adding a family, and a particular message should be such that the thing is being used for cooking the things in a much more appropriate manner and all. So the target consumer is need to be identified to actually set the budget, because it is often said that if you want to attract, I have earlier also told you that if you want to attract your, say, your child or your female client, so you need to incur lots and lots of budget onto it. And because it is very easy to attract the males, it is very very easy to attract the masculine gender, but it is very very difficult and a very skeptical task to actually attract the feminine gender, because the thing is that they are more competent and they know that what is utility, and they know the utility well, and that they are actually well versed with it. So you need to target, or you need to understand that you're your target audience. Next next question which you have to answer in order to have your proper budget is, what media type will be most useful in reaching the target consumer. See, now, unlike this cartoon, it says the good news is that we cut a few corners, used clip art, and brought the campaign under budget. And the bad news is nobody is looking at it. See, now the thing is that if you are using a medium in such a manner, say for example, if you are using if you are promoting an oil, an oil which is being used for cooking purposes, and you are promoting that particular oil in the rural areas. How will you do it? You will make a banner, okay, or you will make an ad and you're going to publish it in that newspaper, okay, well and good, and or you can go for a radio, or you can paint the pictures onto the walls. At times it is being done, though it is not being permitted, but at times taking the permission you can do it. So will the radio, or will the television, or will the print media, what type of media will attract the consumer of the rural areas? I think, in my opinion, if you sell the particular product in the local festivals, or you say those local trade fairs and all, in which people enlarge, or those kind of you can call it in Hindi, you can call it at mela and all, you can just promote the thing and your oil in that particular fair. So the kind of crowd which you will get over there, you can actually determine the budget in accordance to that. So, for instance, say for example, if you have opted for a print media, and you said that, okay, I'm going to opt for a print media, and I'm going to publish my the ad of my oil into the local newspaper, and I'm going to circulate it in the rural areas. What will happen? Nobody will read it, because people in rural areas are not in a habit of reading. They are in a habit of listening. So per cost of that particular ad to be published in a newspaper is really going to incur an investment onto your advertisement. Rather than, what you can do, you can publish that ad in a local radio channel, or something like that, or if you just give a particular some kind of you can say a little amount of money to the local painters, you can just ask them to paint it on the walls. So people will actually, the moment they pass by, they will look at it and they will feel that okay, this can also be taken as a part of the consumption purposes. So uh, what in the first you have studied that who are the target audience, this is to be taken into consideration. Then what type of media should be applicable, and this media, that which type of media is being applicable, is appropriate for your budgetary decisions. Next and third is what is required to get target consumer to purchase the product. Now it involves both the rational and the irrational, emotional, you can say an emotional appeal. Say for example, you must have seen that ad of diamond and all, in which a particular consumer, in which a particular seller says that okay, uh, you you are buying it, you're buying a diamond for your fiance, or the person says that I'm buying a diamond for my wife. And he asks that okay, is it your first anniversary or second anniversary? He says that it is my first anniversary and I have forgotten it. So the moment he says that I have forgotten it, he gives him, okay sir, not the princess cut but the queen's cut. So uh, what it is doing, it is actually creating an emotional appeal into the mind of the person, that if you buy, rather than going for those that princess cut, which is of, you can say, which is not of a good it is of a lower price. If you go for a queen's cut and all, it is going to attract the your spouse much more, in a much more applicable manner. So uh, basically, this type of ad also requires lots and lots of say money and all, or you can say it requires lots and lots of mannerism to construct it, and the methodology to construct this thing. So emotional appeals and rational appeals, this is the kind of a thing which you can actually think of while purchasing a particular product. So I have told you that targeted audience need to be taken into considerations, the media needs to be taken into considerations, and by what are you going to make consumer allure towards your product. Fourth is what is the relationship between the advertising expenditure and the impact of advertising campaign on the product or service purchased. Now, say for example, the expenditure which is being incurred on those advertising campaigns, say for example, if the advertising campaign is during the process of your Indian Idol and all, the expenditure which is being incurred is used at large. So, a relationship is being set that if you are going to promote a particular product during your Indian Idol and all, what kind of expenditure will you be actually facing at that particular time? And in comparison to that, uh, what actually has the service of purchase done into it? So the thing is that you are comparing your advertising expenditure and the impact of that expenditure onto the campaign. That means you can say during the process of elections, lots and lots of expenditure has been incurred on the political by the political parties and all. So it is said that if the political party wins, the advertisement expenditure incurred is successful. But if it loses, now now it is just going to disturb the budget, and it is going to be a drain on the national treasury. So, so you can actually say that elections are a drain on a national treasury, because they are actually creating a stuff which is not of so much so use. So if you just answer these questions, with the help of these questions, the market conditions are anticipated and identified, the specific goals and the campaigns wishes to reach to the advertisement campaign. Once the analysis of this market situation is complete, the business must decide the best budgetary task. Now, The moment you answer these four questions, say for example, who is your target customers, what type of media is very much helpful, what is required to attract the consumer more towards the particular product, and what is the relationship between the advertisement between the advertising expenditure and the advertising campaign. After answering these questions, whatever answer which you will get, on the basis of that answer you can form a kind of a budget that will be actually giving you the right picture that okay, this is the amount. If you invest this amount, you will get the right amount of budget and in a right time and within the right way also. uh, Now there are certain bases of your advertising budget. So to have a look at this, we can just say that an advertising budget is an amount set aside by a company planned for the promotional. An advertising budget is an amount set aside by a company planned for promotion and its goods and its services. Promotional activities include conducting a market survey, getting advertisement, creative made, printed promotion by the way of print media and digital media, social media, and all. So basically, you are what you are doing is you are creating a basis. So what exactly is the basis of your advertisement budget? The basis of your advertisement budget is based upon your few factors. Now, in this particular slide, what I have tried to convince you all is that there is a particular basis or advertisement budget is based upon certain kind of factors. Those factors, or to be specific about, we can say that advertisement budget is an amount which is being kept by the company to be used in your promotional activities and all. Because by the end of the day, the moment you say that okay, now I'm going to advertise, now you have to see that what amount is being left after your marketing and all to actually advertise a particular product. Now there are particular factors which is going to affect your this basis, and they are type of advertising campaign that intend to run. Say, say for instance, you are running an advertisement campaign for 1 week, or you're running a campaign for say 2 weeks and all. So now you need to realize that what type of campaign and with what velocity you are running this campaign. Selection of target audiences. Now, target audiences are going to provide you with the basis that okay, this is the basis on which your target audience will get your entire amount. Next will be the type of media. Like I've earlier told you that the media is very much important in any kind of basis and all. Company's objective or company's objective of advertising. Say for example, if the objective of the company is just to take a you can say to promote a product in a manner that to make a profit, but not so much, or you can say a minimum amount of profit. So the objective of budget or the objective of advertisement will now be in accordance to the objective of the company. Say for example, if the objective of the company is to connect people, like in Reliance Communication, then the budget will also be according to the particular objective. Now let us have a look at what exactly is the nature of your artisan budget. Now, as it is said that budget without budget, it's really an interesting thing that if you are not keeping into mind that savings are a necessary factor for your business, in reality you won't be able to make your marketing process or make your promotional activities successful. So this budget concept or the saving concept is also to be taken into considerations. An advertisement budget is plan of expenditure to be incurred on advertising campaign. The expenditure may be met to present expenses as well as future expenditure. Budget decisions explain the budget strategies and programs. The appropriation is total amount of expenditure to be incurred on budgeting. It is limiting factor that determines the size of advertising campaign. So basically, it is an amount to be invested to allure or attract the consumers. Basically, for future expenditure, you can also say that if you are answering those questions, those four questions, and then allocating your budget, you can actually save the thing for the near future, because you cannot say that I am promoting my particular product right now, and I won't be needing that. I won't be needing any kind of advertisement in the near future. You have to save some part of the amount for the future expenses also. The selection of media and messages also depends upon the amount, the selection of media and expenses. I'm really sorry for these disturbances and all. Let us come up again. The selection of media and messages also depends upon the amount of budget expenditures. The a moderate budget indicates neither too little nor too much money will be spent on advertisement. The budget may be curtailed by framing the precise message and determining the color, space, time to be used without hampering the total advertisement plan. See, basically, now the moment you say that I am using radio method, or I'm using your say your print media, those color, those space, those time will automatically shift from one place to another place. Say in the radio or in the television, your time slot needs to be decided. The advertisement which is being run, or which gets published, or which get live during your say during your cricket match and all, or during your daily soaps and all, during those 8 p.m. and all to 10 p.m. and all, that is going to cost much more, because the thing is that this is a time frame when everybody and when everybody is watching the thing, and everybody can actually connect to the message of the company. So you need to now decide that the moment you select the media, it will automatically create a budget of your own. You say that I am going to publish my thing in the newspaper, and then in the local newspaper. So the amount of budget which you are going to incur will be in accordance to the newspaper itself, or what quality or what quantity you are publishing, or you are publishing it daily, or you are publishing it in intervals of time and all. This will change the plan, and this will change the plan of your budgetary decisions of your advertisement. Next is the nature of advertisement can be explained as under advertisement is an investment. See, like you can say that what exactly is advertising? Advertising, if I just go on with the nature concept, it is an investment. It is definitely an investment, because it is going to build the image and the reputation of the company. Anyhow, the advertising expenditure may be increased or decreased depending upon the particular situation. If observed that advertising is not yielding satisfactory result, the expenditure needs to be curtailed and not incurred all thereafter. See, the thing is that in the first aspect, I have told you that the advertisement is an investment. Now, when advertisement is an investment and it is creating a image of the company, it is actually creating a positive image of the company. And the moment you see that the image of the company is getting dismantled, you need not to incur too much on the particular form or the particular type of advertisement. Say, for example, if you see that the bottle of your jam is not being promoted so well, or the people are not buying it any longer, you need not to promote the same thing by using your radio mechanism, or using the different media. You need to make an improvisation in the product and then make things. So for that you need to keep an amount, or you can actually use for that saving purposes and all. However, the present returns are not merely the guidelines for advertising expenses. The future returns and inflow are properly evaluated to suspend or reject the expenditure. See, if you say that, say for example, I say that okay, in my present scenario, I am saying that my jam bottle, or the bottle of my jam is not being sold too large. So what will happen? I say that okay, presently I am not having any kind of profit. So in the future also I will not have profit. I cannot say that thing. It might be thing that in the future I can get high returns. So we have to actually look for the future returns and future inflow. And by your future returns and by your future inflow only, you will be in a position to get the appropriate amount of budget and an appropriate amount of advertisement technology and or you can say your advertisement technique to attract more and more consumer at large. The process of advertisement, say for example, I have given you that the first is that advertisement is an investment, and the second concept is the process of advertisement budget. I will explicate this particular process in the later on also, but in the particular slide, I would like to tell that there is a specific process of advertisement budget and all to allocate variable funds and all. The budgetary process involves preparation, presentation, executions, and control. This thing can be expected in the next upcoming slides and all, wherein I will be telling you that what exactly is the process to allocate a right budget in a right manner. So this was all about the nature concept. I think that you all must be well versed with what I have told you all. Excuse me. Now there are certain kind of methods in your budgetary methods and all. The first is your percentage sales method. Due to its simplicity, the percentage sales method is most commonly used in small business. When using this method, an advertising takes a percentage of either past or anticipated sales and allocate the percentage of the overall budgeting advertising. See, the thing is that any anticipated profit or any anticipated percentage of you can say it is a percentage sales method. This means that this percentage of amount I'm going to sell, and with this you are forecasting your budgetary pricing and all. But critics said that the method of charging without using the past sales of or figuring the advertisement budget is too conservative, that it can stunt the growth. To explicate it further, I'm going to repeat the thing once more time. Critics says that this method charge that using past sales for figuring the artisan budget is too conservative. Say for example, if you say that in past I used to sell 20% with on 20% profit, so I'm going to sell it now also at 20% profit, or before pandemic you're selling the thing at 20% profit or at 20% margin, and after also you're going to sell the same thing. So this is practically not possible, and it is very conservative. On the other hand, to establish business with well set profit trends will tend to anticipate sales when figuring advertisement expenditure. See, on one hand, critics are saying this thing that it is a very conservative thing, but if you forecast a thing, you will actually get that okay, this is the trend, or this is the past trend, and I'm going to follow. If I'm going to follow this, I can have profit. And the method is especially effective if the business compare its sales with those of the competition when figuring the budget. Now, when a particular company is comparing this particular percentage sales method, it has to keep in consideration the present competitors. Second, objective and task method. This method, a business needs to first establish a concrete marketing objective to articulate the selling proposal. After these objectives are established, the advertiser will determine how much cost will need to be incurred. The fiscal realities, some of the objectives can be, for instance, 15% market share is going to increase 15% per year, may only be reachable through the advertisement expenditure beyond the capacity of the small business. See, now if the it is obviously said that if you want to grow, you have to take some risk, but don't take the risk on the cost of the objectives of the company. Say, for example, if the objective of your company, say, I take the example of a company of Reliance Communication itself, or let's not take the example of Reliance Communication, take the example of Patanjali. If the concept of and if the objective of Patanjali was just to create a large market share, uh, the objective can be obtained by and this objective can be obtained and you can actually allocate this thing to the budgetary method by determining the percentage of sales which this Patanjali has made. What I mean to say is that if the objective in this particular objective task method, your objective needs to be a certain first, and on the basis of that objective it is seen that whether this objective is going to match the budgetary prices or not. If yes, you're going to do the thing in a proper manner. If no, you have to change your objectives, and often at times the company do so. Competitive parity method. The theory here is that if the business is aware of how much its competitor is spending to advertise their product, the business may wish to budget similar amount on its advertising by way of staying in the competition. Now, it's a very simple thing. If my competitor is investing 100 rupees on a particular unit, I will also incur 100 rupees only because it is I am using the competitive parity method. I am using my competitor's strategy. I'm not using the mechanism. I'm using the competitive parity method to actually determine that what type of amount of what money which my competitor is using. If I use that, I can get the right picture in right time. Market share. Market share method, you can say that with this method, a business equates its market share with the advertisement budget. Say, for example, if the budget, if the concept of any company is to have a large market share, uh, the company can go for an advertising expenditure in such a manner that it will match or it will equate the market share, and if not so, it needs to do it. Unit sales method. This method takes the cost of advertisement on individual item and multiply it by the number of units the business wishes to sell. To be going on one more time, let's go on to it one more time. I think that you won't be able to catch it. This method is taking the cost of advertisement of an individual item. That means the individual item is being taken into consideration and then it is being multiplied by number of units to be sold by the selling thing. And this method is only effective when the cost of advertising of a single unit can be reasonably determined. See, if you can say that the cost of advertising of my single pen is 10 rupees, only then you can multiply it by the number of units sold or number of units that you will be intend to sell. Unless and until you are going to determine that, okay, if you are not able to determine that the cost of my pen or cost of selling a particular unit of my pen is 10 rupees or 20 rupees or something like that, then this method is not at all applicable for you. All available fund method. This can be risky for the business of any size. It means that no money is being used to help the business to grow in other ways. This is an aggressive method, involves the allocation of all available profit to the advertising purposes. Now, with this particular thing, what you are actually doing is you are making it available. You are using all your profits on this advertisement budget only. Affordable method. Affordable method, advertiser is based on the budget. What they can afford, they will advertise, and what they cannot, they won't. In the process of your budget, what you're going to do, firstly, you are going to prepare your budget. You're going to prepare the budget based on your target markets and all. Next, present it for the approval and all. Next is the execution. You're going to execute the thing at large. Then control your budget. You can control the budget and you can say that, okay, my budget is in such a manner that I'm going to control it and make it a big thing and all. Then uh, Actually, what is happening in this particular thing is that you are preparing a budget, and in this particular preparing of your budget, you are consulting your marketing manager, and you're going to make a preparation of it and all. And then presentation is being done, then execution of the budget is being done, then controlling factors to be done at large. So let's make a quick recap of what we have done till now. Advertisement, we have made the advertisement aspect, and we have said advertisement is also called as an ad in public. Advertisement budget of business is typically a subset of your sales and all. I have given you the nature concept, and I have given you the budgetary processes. So basically, in my today's lecture, what I have tried to explicate is the moment you answer those four questions, you will get the right picture. Okay, this is the thing, and I'm going to buy the thing at large, and and this will be very helpful for me. And the moment you answer those questions or answer those questions, you will get the right picture of your budget at right time. And to be specific, this was all about your budgetary aspect of your budget, of your artisan budget. So this was all about how we can actually advertise your thing using an appropriate method of your budgetary decisions and all. To the best of my ability, I have tried to explicate the concept of advertising budget. But if still any of the point is not clear to you students, don't feel shy. You can come to me, you can write to me, you can email me, and you can also uh, use your WhatsApp and all to communicate it to me and clarify your doubts. And always remember, the moment you think about advertising, think about the price that actually need to ascertain you. By this, you're going to have your appropriate, perfect advertising. So, till the next lecture, thank you.